now's the time where you have to realize that there's no longer trying to change your technique. Wherever you are in your technique right now, you just need to roll with this season. If you're trying to make changes this late, like 2 weeks out of your season, you're going to have some major issues. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't start for another month or so. You can still make a pretty good amount of changes as long as you're kicking, up to 100 balls a day, like we ask of you. But really, you really don't want to mess with your muscle memory at this point. Your best bet is to try and eliminate as many problems that will come up and just try and get through the season with as best of stats as you can, and then just work harder next off season. But really, your time is starting to kind of come up. So for us kickers, we have got to make sure that our plant is wide, we are not crunching, our head is staying down, and we are following through up to our face perfectly straight. Follow through is everything. We can have some pretty rough kicks, but if we follow through to our face with our foot, and I mean get it up to your face, you are going to give yourself a chance. You're not going to have probably the distance that you would want or maybe the height that you would want, but if you start making bad kicks, man, your stats go from around 80%, 85%, and now you're at that 95%, that D1 level percentage that you're shooting for. Same thing on kickoffs. For us punters, you've got to make sure you are dropping the ball flat, straight, and low. If we can do that, and with our compact steps, taking 2 small equal-sized steps, we won't pass that ball up, we won't jam ourselves, and the lower that ball is, the sooner our foot's going to hit that ball, so that means it's less time for that ball to fall, which means it's less time for that ball to turn or that nose to dive on us. A lot of us have inconsistent drops where that nose tends to dive on us, but if it's dropped really low, it's only going to turn X amount instead of all the way down. So make sure we are dropping that ball as low as possible. Almost think about trying to punt it out of your hand. So on windy days or rainy days, it's not going to affect your drop at all. It's going to be consistent. Plus, you get the added benefit of more power and more compression because your leg is at its fastest point at the lowest point. So as your leg starts coming up, it's slowing down till it gets to its top climax, and then it completely stops and then comes back down. So the lower your ball is, the more compression you're going to have on that ball. So again, make sure you are eliminating as many mistake opportunities as possible. We already talked about it earlier in the video about our kickoffs. Don't make your approach too long because it'll tend to make you overstride. You'll end up jumping at your ball, lunging, missing your plant, having all these issues. So eliminate things where you can. It's time to simplify our kicks. And so when we're in the off season, we kind of tend to kind of complicate everything because we're breaking it down. We're kind of scraping as much bad out of it as we can, changing up our technique, altering stuff from our muscle memory. And so now it's time to simplify it, make it as easy as possible. What I recommend you guys do when you're at practice is the first, 75% of your practice, focus on your technique, focus on the little things, do your drill work, your no steps, your one steps, your partner passes for you punters. And then on that last 25% of your practice, stop thinking about everything. Just kick, just punt, just kick off, and just kind of go in it without thinking about it. Because in a game scenario, you don't have time to think about your technique. Your brain, because of all that adrenaline pumping through your body, usually makes your brain go blank anyways. So learn to kick without trying to think about everything. Just kind of go through your rhythm and hit a good ball. You're going to see that a lot of your balls go much further, much higher, much more powerful kicks than what you have been when you were thinking about everything because you're letting your body do its own thing. Learn to relax. Enjoy these moments. There's nothing like high school football. You get to college ball and there's 100,000 fans and it's great. But in high school, man, everyone in those stands are your friends or your families or your teachers, people you know, people you get to see on a daily basis. And they're people who actually love you as a person. And so there's nothing like it. Enjoy the band playing. Enjoy everything of your surroundings. Enjoy your teammates. You only have a limited time. So enjoy the moment. Relax. Remember to have fun. And no matter what, man, if you can eliminate those big things, you're going to have a big season.